Hey everyone, it's Katrina from the Good Love Project, and today is day 5 of my Facebook Live challenge on 30 days of medibation. So, as I've been talking about this over the last almost a week now. Medibation is a solo tantric practice, a solo sacred sexuality, mindful sexuality practice, meditation plus masturbation, medibation. So, as you can see, I'm doing another late night posting. It was another busy day in the house and out having a lot of family time, which is wonderful. And so, got home late and looking at the clock, I'm like, okay, I need to get on my session. I'm also ready to go to bed. So, sometimes as a sexual type erotic blueprint, if you're not familiar yet with the erotic type blueprints. This is a work by Miss Jaya, who is one of the sex educators that I follow. She's amazing, and I definitely recommend you check out all of her bodies of work, and check out her body because she's beautiful. But check out her work. She's just re-released a new quiz. I'll post a link for the quiz in the comments or in the description box if you're watching this on YouTube, where you can learn what your erotic blueprint is. So it's kind of like the 5 love languages, but it's more specifically about what you're like in the bedroom. So anyway, as a sexual type, just me, I love to play and to tease and to experiment. Sometimes I like to just get straight to the point. And today was one of those days. Since it was late, I wanted to just get straight to the point. So I decided tonight for my practice to actually bring in a toy. So, and you can see, I want to show you. I don't know if you guys can see. I just got this. I'm so excited. My beautiful necklace. And it's this lovely silver necklace, and it's a vibrator. Yeah. It's called the Vesper. It's by Crave. I just got it from Unbound, and this was my first time using it, and it's fantastic. It's really powerful. I mean, you see how small this thing is, compared to my hand. You see how small it is, but it's really powerful. It's also super duper quiet. It definitely got me where I was trying to get to in my physical body for my meditation practice tonight. So I'll give a more full, in-depth review video on it later. But, and that might get some of you thinking, can toys be sacred? Yes, I believe absolutely they can. They can be used in sacred sexuality or mindful sexuality practices. They can totally be sacred. If we can have, hi Tony, peace and prosperity to you as well. I'll give you one of these. Live long and prosper. Thank you. If we can have, wands and crystals and singing bowls and gongs and tuning forks, if we can use massage balls and foam rollers, all these different tools that are for physical healing or for energetic healing or for spiritual practices or for magic. If you're into all of that, if you're totally not into the woo, then just ignore all of this. But for those of you that are into the fun woo stuff, think about all the other objects that you use in your woo practice. Sex toys are no different. I have a collection of magic wands or sacred phalluses, Some of them have suction cups. Some of them are strap-on, and I work my energy through them. So yes, absolutely. If you wanting to practice sacred sex with yourself or with a partner, toys can totally be a part of it. So, because they're not just toys, they're tools, right? So I used my new tool to just very quickly get my energy up and running. And then once I knew that my orgasm was imminent, I decided to go into the Taoist practice of drawing up the orgasmic energy. So the idea with that is rather than having this orgasm that just kind of like explodes the energetically out of all of your pores or like down through your feet or whatever and spilling all that energy out there out into the ethers, you pull it up within you and then you can send it, wherever you want. I decided to just focus on just pulling it up my spine. And I did this using the Bandhas, which is a yogic practice. So Bandha means to bind. And basically the idea of the Bandhas is that they're also called the locks, the body locks, and there are three of them. There's the Muladhara Bandha or root lock, the Uddiyana Bandha, which is the stomach or diaphragm lock, and the Jaladhara Bandha, which is the neck lock. And when you practice all three together, that's Mahabandha, the great lock. So the idea behind these body locks is kind of like if you remember being a kid and playing with a hose out in the front yard or maybe in your backyard, whatever, and you would like have the water running and you would kink the hose, you'd kind of hold it down and let all the water pressure build up, and then when you released it, it would just whoosh, you'd have this really big, intense explosion of water, and it was really exciting. So a similar idea with the bandhas, with the body lock, is that you hold and let the energy build in a particular spot along your spine, along your chakra columns, the Sushumna, which is the center nadi, the center energy channel that runs up your body where all of the 7 chakras sit on. You let that energy build and hold. And hi, Paul. Thanks for joining us. And then when you release, it just whoosh, it just shoots up and through your body, and it makes it even more powerful. So with the practice of drawing up orgasmic energy, which anyone can do regardless of what kind of body parts you have or what gender you identify as, it doesn't have, anyone can do it. The idea is that you use the locks and your breathing to pull the energy up and then hold it in a particular space and then let it move. That building up allows it to move further up your spine and up your chakras. So I started just with the Muladhara Bandha, the root lock, which is practiced by clenching and lifting your perineum. That's the space between your genitals and your anus. So it's also called the taint because it taint pussy and it taint ass, or it taint balls and it taint ass. So you have to really pay attention to feel that upward pull if you're not used to doing it. But with a little practice, you'll start to feel it. So Muladhara Bandha is practiced by tightening and lifting that the perineum and the pelvic floor diaphragm, and breathing with that motion. So right after I had my orgasm with my toy, I felt that energy like build and explode like down in my genitals, like just behind my clitoris. And so then I pulled up and in and inhaled and then just held it there. So I'm holding my breath, holding my energy, and not forcing, but just gently holding that orgasmic energy in place. And then exhaling and letting it all just whoosh, up my spine and up through my other energy centers. And so right now I'm actually feeling a little tingly, feeling a little high, feeling really good. And even though I have that energy rushing through me, it's not overly stimulating. So I'm still gonna be ready to go to bed tonight. Because sometimes arousal can kind of wake me up and energize me, and I may not want to go to sleep after. But I'm by focusing it in just like my root area for now, I was able to stay like pretty earthy and pretty grounded with it. And just kind of let that energy just sort of nourish and feed my body. So, yeah. So, maybe not as light and flowery a practice as the last couple of days have been. A little more straight to the point, down and dirty. But still really nice, and I'm feeling really great. Thus far, today is day 5. It has been a challenge for me, making sure that I find time. Hi, Adam. Making sure that I find time to do my practice, but it's also felt really good, like knowing every single day that I have something to look forward to. And I'm starting to shift from a place of like, I have to I get to. And it's the I get to that is just so great, and is really nurturing for me emotionally. And it's making me really happy. It's like, ooh, how's it going to go down tomorrow? What's going to happen next? It's exciting. It's, it's experimentation, and it's an adventure. I'm going on this lovely adventure with myself. And thank you all for joining me on this this vag-tastic voyage, as it were. So tonight I was just listening to some music. I'll link it in the comments in case you're wanting to listen to it and use it yourself. It's a really lovely mix of guitar and ocean sound, so very, very relaxing. And I'll be posting a blog post in the next couple of days about the Bandhas, and of course look out for my review video on the Crave Vesper. He's definitely my new friend. I like it a lot. So anyway, it is getting late. I gotta move this onto YouTube. Have a wonderful night, and as always, keep on good loving.